Hey everyone, we're wrapping up our Phototaxis and study warm-up stages with Secluded Lair, and this one's a bit different. Instead of critters or Manus followers, we're up against the students and security guards of the St. Pavlov Foundation. It's an interesting twist, fighting against the very organization we've been aligned with, but hey, we play the hand we're dealt. This battle ramps up the difficulty compared to the previous two, but the core strategy remains exactly the same. If you've built a strong roster of 6-star Arcanists with mass attack ultimates, you're already set up for success. The only major difference here is that the passive thought boost effects are more impactful, making it even easier to chain ultimates back to back. So, let's go over the strategy, the best ways to maximize these global effects, and whether these warm-up rounds are worth covering in future events. Core strategy: mass ultimate spam wins again. By now, you should be familiar with the ultimate cycling strategy we've used in Critter Ensemble and Snow Cathedral. 1. Bring 8 Arcanists, prioritizing 6-star units with strong AoE ultimates. 2. Cycle through your teams, swapping between your active and reserve squad to unleash back-to-back ultimates. 3. Focus on efficiency. Eliminate enemies as quickly as possible to maintain a steady flow of Moxie and ensure you're always ready to trigger the next ultimate chain. 4. Afflatus advantage is encouraged, but it's not as important as having upgraded, high-damage characters. Raw firepower wins out over strict synergy. That approach hasn't changed, and it continues to be the most effective way to clear this event with max score. The only difference? Now we have some incredibly strong global effects to help push this strategy even further. Leveraging thought boosts, the key to easy max scores. This time, the thought boost effects are significantly more impactful, making this fight much easier despite its increased difficulty. There are 2 major boosts you'll want to take full advantage of. 1. Extra Moxie for reserve characters. When breaking memory shells, this effect is a game changer. Since enemies in Secluded Lair have memory shell shields, every time you break one, your reserve characters gain additional Moxie. That means even if your ultimates aren't fully charged when you swap, they'll immediately generate Moxie, allowing you to spam ultimates practically non-stop. 2. Applying negative status effects on swap. My personal favorite boost in this round. Every time you rotate in your reserve team, you inflict powerful negative effects like bleed and corrode, which punish enemies whenever they take a turn. This stacks beautifully with our ultimate spam strategy because you'll be swapping constantly, meaning enemies will be under constant debuff pressure, reducing their effectiveness and making them easier to clear. With both of these effects working together, you'll be flooding the battle with ultimates while layering status debuffs for extra damage. Even though Secluded Lair presents a tougher challenge, these global effects actually make it feel easier than it looks on paper if you're following the right strategy. Reinforcing key points from previous stages. Since this is its own standalone guide, let's quickly go over the important notes from the previous 2 rounds that still apply here. No need for healers. Enemies won't survive long enough for healing to matter. If you're playing this right, the enemy won't be getting many turns, and your focus should be on dealing maximum damage as quickly as possible. Psycube investment is increasingly important. If you're struggling, it's worth checking whether your Psycubes need upgrades. This event is making it clear that having strong Psycubes across multiple characters is just as important as character investment. Lucy is still a standout pick. No surprises here. Lucy continues to be one of the best units for this kind of content. Her incantation spam and ability to sustain damage between ultimate rotations make her an easy choice. If you don't have Lucy, Anjo Nala and other high-damage mass attack Arcanists can fill a similar role. Ultimate order matters. Since memory shell shields are present in this round, make sure your first ultimate after swapping is a high-damage attack that can break them quickly. This will instantly generate extra Moxie, helping you keep the rotation going. Final thoughts. Future Phototaxis and study. Since this is the third and final warm-up stage, I want to briefly address whether these guides will continue for future updates. Right now, the strategy for Phototaxis and Study hasn't changed much across these 3 battles. While I wanted to cover them thoroughly since they're part of the first iteration of this content, I don't expect future warm-up rounds to introduce major changes, at least not without a shift in the meta. So unless we see new mechanics or a significant strategy change, I likely won't be making more guides that just repeat the same core message of invest broadly in your roster, prioritize mass attack ultimates, spam ultimates while rotating efficiently. That said, if Phototaxis in Study evolves in future updates and starts introducing new layers of strategy, I'll definitely revisit it. But for now, I hope these guides have helped you navigate the event and maximize your scores with minimal effort. If you found these videos helpful, let me know by liking, commenting, or subscribing. Engagement will help me decide whether to continue covering this mode or focus on other content. Good luck with Secluded Lair, and I'll see you in the next video.
Loading. Eliminate target.
The ocean dried and I'm alone again. I'll fill the cup for you.
His trumpets sound. The judgment day has come.
Charging. Aim and shoot.
I weave the gown with thorns. You shall repay with sacrifice of wounds. It's a lot. Look. It's up in the mid. I am the waves in the ocean and the stars in the sky. Maybe now it's easier to understand.
Loading. The light that illuminates all.
The ocean dried and I'm alone again.
Charging. Faraday's miracle.
I'll fill the cup for you.
Surface functioning robot. Child of science.
Another jar? weave the gown with thorns. You shall repay with sacrifice of wounds.
It is he.
Under attack.
His trumpets sound. The judgment day has come.
Loading. Target confirmed.
I'll fill the cup for you.
Charging. The light that illuminates all.
Maybe now it's easier to understand. To the left. Journey to the cosmos. The ocean dried and I'm alone again.